Hi everyone. So I'm going to be doing a video series that is going to span over a course of months, probably, maybe even years, for all I know. It's this series is going to be about eating meat, eating the flesh of animals. And so I'm going to first start by sharing what I've investigated so far, what I've discovered so far. And in the last 2, 3 months or so, I was investigating this point of eating meat. I had, I think I ate chicken, was it? Okay, well, let me start. Sorry if I should start with an introduction explaining who I am in relation to this point because I grew up in a family that was vegetarian. So my parents are vegetarian, and of course, they raised us kids as vegetarian. Just like any other family would raise their kids to eat whatever that the parents eat. So because of that, I didn't grow up eating meat. In the last years, I've been eating fish, which I found that my body was okay with. Though here, I've come to a point with chicken or let's say beef or any of those other animals that it seems like it's thicker meat. There's a problem there. I can see that. So what is the problem? So over the course of the last 2 months, I was looking at okay, well maybe because when I ate the meat, I had this weird experience afterward, the next day or 2 days. I didn't really understand it. I felt uncomfortable in my body, uncomfortable. I felt weird. I didn't feel like myself. I just felt strange, just off. Even made a little sick. But why is that? And I was thinking that maybe it's because of the meat. Maybe the meat like wrecked my body. It wrecked my digestive system. But what I started realizing the second time I ate it was had a dream during that night where it was like this really weird dream, like very vivid. Like I was in this like hellish place of like all this like meat, all these like pig meat were moving on across this track, and it's like all just like as if like very dirty, very disgusting, all this meat being moved, and it's like hell or very odd, to say the least. It was very vivid as well, and when I had that dream, I started realizing that before, during the first time I ate it, was also had an experience like that where there's this point present within me where it's like a guilt, where it's a judgment to eat meat. And it was kind of odd because I never really thought of that out loud in my head about meat being that way. So where did it come from? And I know for sure my parents, had shown me, my dad showed me this video of the farming videos for animals, and when I was young, and in general, I saw like pictures of meat being like ugly and disgusting, and vegetables being like good. Even just like in school or whatever, just like the various places where I was exposed to this, and there's experience attached to that, and the stories my parents tell me, everything. So then I started realizing that I didn't feel bad from eating the meat. I felt emotionally bad, and that was my experience as an emotion, and I can sense it and see it in my body. And I worked myself enough years to know that this is an emotion, and this isn't a physical response. Like I can see the energy moving, I can feel the guilt, I can feel the weirdness of it, and the guilt isn't real. I know for a lot of people, they judge eating meat as bad, and they see the guilt as a good thing when it's not. It's actually an emotional reaction. It's something that's just programming, just information. It's not real. We are creating it. And I've had this apparently my whole life, I guess. And I remember all the times I would, like, for example, sit in the cafeteria at my school when I was little, and I would see the people eat meat and just had like a bad association to it. In my mind, it's just like that's how I perceived it. And that's how I've lived. And now I'm challenging the point. And so I did it today. I ate chicken today again. And I really immediately, not while I was eating it, but just there's like a moment where it's like the image was there of like the bones and of the meat, and I can see the programming. I can see like the emotional experience of it, the guilt, the weirdness, the feeling like it's on myself, like almost like out of body experience. And I mean, if this is like a physical real time application I'm doing, I'm physically in this. I see it's here, and I'm like stopping and I'm breathing. And it's like I have to constantly do that. It's not like I do it once and it's gone. It's like I physically have to change this because it is a deep part of me, of my physical body, this information. And so I have to change it, and it's gonna take more effort than other things. And yeah. So this is today. So I'm doing this video series because this is gonna be a long process. It's gonna be over months and years. And to share my reason why I want to do this is because I'm always pushing myself to become better, to become more expansive, to grow, to have more abilities and skills. So this is one area that I've been focusing on in the last years, but it's a slow process, of course, because I don't know, if my body is reacting this way or what's going on. I've been told stories by my parents like, oh, your body's gonna, react to you or whatever. But it's part of my process where as I've been exploring my mind, exploring who I am, exploring reactions, be able to tell what is a program that's affecting me on a physical level and what is me directing myself. So it's that whole interplay right there. And it's not easy. It's not easy. But it's possible. I've had success in the past. So I know I can do this again. So I think it would be great if I'm able to eat meat, because that's a food source. It's another option. Yeah. So also for me, I'm committed to changing the system, which is a result of us human beings not being aware of who we are, which including being aware of our own programmings. Because if you look at people who, for example, when it comes to any food, forget me now, just look at any food where a person reacts to it and they're not able to eat it physically, as if they get sick from eating it, that's a programming, Yeah, there might be like an allergy, but why does even allergy even exist, right? It's like a level program as well. This is really deep stuff, I know. Like the idea that a person can change something on a physical level. That seems like crazy, right? Like to change your, I don't know, allergies, for example. Or something else, I don't know, like asthma. So yeah, the way I'm doing the impossible. Again. So yeah. So thank you for tuning in. Check out the Desteni courses. Check out the Equal website. Look at what you can learn. You can search on Equal for different topics. And you can request topics of whatever you want. Literally ask anything. Go in the forums, you can ask anything. Check out the courses, which will guide you through working with yourself and your mind. This is what I've done. This is what I have lived, and what I have applied over the last 7 years. So do it. If you want to change like me. In any way. So thank you very much. Bye.